Hello, let's look at different types of connections in Packet Tracer. Not only in Packet Tracer, but the uh, knowledge you going to gain within the Packet Tracer, it's the same knowledge that you can actually, or that you may apply in the physical, in the real environment or in the physical devices. So here we have different types of, as you can see, different types of devices, and the plan is to, or the target is to interconnect, at least appear to be interconnected. So we need to look at what type of the cable is needed to do the connection between two devices. So just to list the devices, so when you look at this, we have a hub and a hub, we have a router and a router, then this PC to PC, we have the laptop to laptop, we have PC or a desktop with the router. So we have different types of cables, and of uh, within this course, we actually going to be using these three types of cables. We have console, we have the copper straight through, and then the copper cross over. So I will just start with that. There are those scenarios where you find yourself that you need to connect to the same device. For example, a hub and a hub, these are same devices. A hub and a hub. So we need a crossover. We need a crossover cable. So we're going to click onto this crossover cable, and then we do the connection. So all these cables are the same. So it's not a must that you have to connect to 00, or you can connect to 0 here, and then you extend on this other, you connect to fast Ethernet 2. No problem. You see this? So these are just the hub as a device. So a hub, it's a legacy device which was substituted with or replaced with a switch. So this, it's a legacy, it's an obsolete device. So new technology, it's a switch. So to connect these two devices together, we need a crossover cable. Please, you need to note this, because if you mess up with the physical connection, then it means that even if you have the right configurations or settings, you're not going to get the right results. Then after that, we have a router and a router, a router and a router. So we're going to still use a crossover, because this crossover is to be used to connect to Ethernet cable. Ethernet cable. So the Ethernet cable, I'm going to delete this first, because this is a different router, but it looks uniform. It has to be 19. Then I take away this. So in case let's say I want to delete this one here, I will just click here on this tool, delete, and then come and click on the device that I want to delete. And then, are you sure? Yes. Do you want to delete this router? Yes, I want to delete. Then it goes away. So if I want to deselect the action, because as you can see, I have an X. This X here, if I'm to deselect it, then automatically I have to go back here in the tools and then click on select, or I can use escape button on the keyboard. Okay, so we're going to connect these two devices together. So I'll go back to the connections and then pick still a crossover, because they're the same devices. So I will click on this, the two interface. So we have this, you can connect in any that you want. It was 01, and then you extend to this, maybe 00. So here, as you can see, they're the same devices. So we actually have to use the crossover. The reason why you are seeing red color, the red color, not green color, it's because that the interfaces on these routers are always deactivated. they're deactivated, so you cannot, these points, they can't turn to green. But these ones here, the ports are always activated. That's the reason why they are blinking green. Still, we have a PC to PC. PC and the PC, or the desktop and desktop, still we need a crossover because they are the same devices. So we shall need to, or we need to click on the device and then fast Ethernet. Since the copper crossover, it's an Ethernet cable, so you have to connect it into Ethernet port like this, and then this. Still we have a laptop and a laptop. We have to do the same laptop, and then the laptop, it's a crossover. Then we have what we call a piece. Okay, the connection there and here, it's an exceptional connection. By looking, this is a desktop or a PC with a router. They are not the same physically, but when it comes to functionality, a router, the content, they will be actually telling you that the router is a PC. So functional, function wise, so in functional, they're the same. So that's the reason why we have still to use a crossover. You need to note this. You need to note this. So a PC direct to the router, there we need a crossover still, because some contents, they state that PC or a router is a computer. A router is a computer. That's the reason why we need this connection. So the main intention, or the main purpose, the main objective, the main goal of this session is just to introduce you to the connection. What are the connections or collect cables to be used between the devices? So we are not up to doing the configurations, but the configuration, the setting, it's all about having the physical connections. When do we need straight through? When do we need crossover cable? So that is the main goal or the main objective of this session. So we have another group where we have actually the switch slot on each pair, as you can see on this pair, printer and the switch. It's a switch and a server, it's a switch and a laptop, it's a switch, and then the PC. Now these devices, they are different. The devices are different. So there we need what we call a straight through cable. We need a straight through cable. So I'll just pick a cable here, connect. All these ports are the same. You can click on where can click on any port here, you can see, and then extend it to the printer. So the printer, it has only one port. That is it. Then switch and then the server, the same, as you can see. And then I have this switch, then with switch with a laptop. So still you have to connect to fast Ethernet, and then we have switch still any port, and then to PC or a desktop, but in fast Ethernet. Yeah. So there's it, that if the devices are different, you have to use copper straight through. But when it comes to this, as you can see here, physically, they are different. But we are saying that a router is a PC or is a computer. That's the reason why we're using a crossover. So the other actually devices are the other scenarios where we need a crossover. For example, if it's a switch, and a switch, maybe if it's the server and the server, wireless, yeah. So there we need still a crossover cables here. Any port, or mind. Then when it comes to the server, it has only one port, and even here you can see. So the same devices, we need crossover. except or the exceptional connection, it is a PC and then the router. I hope you guys you're noting all this very keen. So that is what I wanted to introduce in this this session. So the session you're going to have it in bits so that you master the actually the core objective or the core goal of this packet tracer sessions is you guys to be familiar, get used with packet tracer because the entire course it is actually pathing or the entire course it is relying on the packet tracer. Most of our practicals we shall actually be uh, doing them or using packet tracer to try them out or to build some uh, simple network. So that is it for this session. Thank you.